All right, I'm live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or for anybody really who shows up. It is my intention that there is something in here for everyone, anyone who comes along, and my readings are timeless. So, yeah, starting off with the first three cards from Wisdom of the Oracle. Interestingly enough, one of them I pulled for you last time. We have Blessed in protection, and we have, what's it called? Treasure Island in protection. And together, these two speak to me of a situation where maybe you've been putting in some, hey, Princess K, welcome. Maybe you've been putting in some effort, some trying to get something going, and you have some expectations around it. You are kind of hoping, wanting, needing, expecting that you're going to see some kind of payoff in a specific amount of time right away. And what's happening is you're not seeing the payoff. Your expectations are being dashed in a way, and it's causing you to go, so expectations are not being met, and so it's causing you to go to this place of thinking, well, if I'm not seeing it now, then it's never going to happen. Thinking something is wrong with you, that you don't have the ability. It's like kind of getting down on yourself because you're not seeing the results, and getting into kind of letting the crap circles take you down, and thinking, going to the worst case scenario, letting yourself get caught up in the fear of not seeing the results. And it's really important to remember that the universe bestows blessings in its own good time. That expecting something to show up it does not mean it's going to show up. It's certainly not when you expect it. And in fact, the energy of expectation is one of, it comes from a place of entitlement, it can come from a place of fear, not always. Sometimes expectations are good, when we're talking about like expecting people to treat you a certain way, or, there are often good reasons to expect things. But in this case, whatever thing you've been expecting, putting your, kind of putting all your eggs in one basket kind of thing, is causing you to spin out of control, the downward spiral. And to remember that, this is the card of expecting the unexpected, that the blessings come when you least expect them, that you can't tell the universe when it's time for it to shower you with the blessings. But to know that it will, particularly if you release the expectations and allow yourself to open to divine timing, to trust and know that the universe will bring you what you want, what you need, when you are ready. And sometimes you can feel like, but I'm ready now. And the universe has a bigger perspective and is like, I happen to know differently, and I will bring you your treasures when you are ready. And so to trust that they will come, that whatever you are hoping for will come in good time. And just, it's time to just like enjoy where you're at. The turtle's just kind of swimming around, like enjoying the water, enjoying the environment. It's a nice day. Things are peaceful, and just having gratitude for how things are now. And knowing that then all the good things will come in, because then you're in a different energy, you're in a different vibration, a different frequency that is much more open, much more allowing, and less closed off and constricted. And it's interesting because the last reading I did for earth signs was, there was this huge energy of holding on so tightly, and that's, I think earth signs particularly do often have a challenge. They find it challenging to let go, because they're all about like wanting to create the results in the physical world, to be how do I say it? Just, I should say we earth signs, because I certainly have this tendency as well. It's like, I want to manifest this thing and I want to do it in a certain way and I want it done now. And, there can be kind of a bullheadedness about it, and realizing that your power lies in releasing the need to hold on so tightly. And when you do that, it brings in the gifts. It brings in the people who, and the situations that you can exchange with, that there is a giving and a receiving, but you have to remember to allow yourself to be open and aware of the opportunities that that are presented to you, and understand, like, if you're doing it right, there's always an exchange. Energy is always meant to be flowing. And it could be that your tendency is to fall into a place of needing to stick with something and do, like make it happen. And sometimes it's important to step back and maybe let other people take over, take the helm of the ship. That it's just as important to receive as it is to give, and vice versa. And I recently heard a reader make the like talk about the difference between receiving and taking. And this is all about receiving. These two are sharing their gifts with one another, and understanding that that's the gift in itself, is being able to share the energy, let it flow. So let's see what's going on with this. Some big lessons. And again, I'm saying earth signs, you could not have any major earth placements in your chart, and this could still apply to you. Really, my intention is that this is for everyone. Page of Air. I haven't chosen this one in a while. It's it's like allowing yourself to have a new focus, to allow in the new ideas, to be open to receiving. I'm getting the sense here that there's been a lot of giving, a lot of giving of time and energy. And that's why there's expectation around it, because it's feeling like, well, if like I can't continue to give forever because it'll just wear me out. Like, where's my reward? I need to see some evidence that what I'm doing is not just a big waste of my time, basically. And it's like changing your perspective on it. Why are you doing the thing that you were doing? Why do you have an expectation? Um, are you putting too much into something when what you really need to do is just step back for a little bit and reassess? Change your perspective. Be open to new ideas, new understandings. Um, Potentially people who do have something to offer that bring something different to the table than you do. Justice. Um, yeah, I mean, it's finding the balance. I feel like finding the balance between the giving and the receiving. Um, and I'm always drawn to her holding the sword, being able to cut away what doesn't serve you, and that can be, actual situations or people in your life, but it can also be an internal thing where you're cutting away these attitudes, these kind of, it's the poverty mindset, it's the lack mentality, it's the worst case scenario thinking, forgetting that you are co-creating with the universe, with your higher power. And cutting away the fear that you're not going to see the results. Knowing that if you stay open and you cut away those habits of thinking that don't serve you, that yes, the blessings will come in. You have no idea when they will, but they will. When you least expect it. And Page of Earth. 2 pages. It's like, it's, new beginning. Maybe you're in this new beginning. You're doing something that you're really hoping is going to work out. And because it's a new beginning, feeling worried that it's not. That maybe this thing will crash and burn, that it won't have the steam to keep it going. But this card is saying, stick with it, because in fact you will start to see the tangible results. It might be a little slow at first. Usually starting any kind of project takes time. You're finding your footing, you're figuring out what works, what doesn't, cutting things away as you see fit. But it's slow, but then it's quick. It's like you don't have to wait forever to start seeing results. That something's going to come out of this, and it's going to prove to you that you are on the right track. I feel like it's around receiving help, receiving support, receiving encouragement, receiving you're going to start to see the results through how other people are showing up and what they have to offer and wanting to offer. wanting to offer themselves, their services, their time, their love, all the things. And allowing yourself to receive it and allowing yourself to give in return. That was the good tarot, by the way. And now I'm going to the Oracle Tarot. What else? What else? Yeah, I try to listen to my own messages. They do apply quite regularly. Stress and anxiety. You're feeling stressed. Feeling like you want to see the results so you can keep going, and it's sort of the I need to see it to believe it idea, and what really is required is needing to believe it to see it. Mad Soul, welcome. It's you need to take these swords that you're turning on yourself in a negative way, cutting yourself down, worried about the future, worried that things aren't going to work out. I mean, yeah, anxiety is about fear about the future. And so using those swords to your advantage, and cutting away the fear and the worry, starting to open to the new ideas. When you can release the stress, release the anxiety as much as possible, it clears the mind. It allows you to actually be able to open to new things that couldn't come in otherwise. You can't accept something if your hand is closed. So it's opening. And yeah, again, there's this theme like there was last time of the closed fist and just needing to like allow, open, receive. Status surge. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think as you do this, as you work on releasing the stress, work on trusting that things are going to work out, continuing to take the steps that it's helping you step into your power. And that's where you start to see the tangible results. And I mean, the word surge, it's like maybe it starts out slow and then suddenly it's like boom. Like you were kind of like not really sure, and then yes, here's your words. It's yes, your confirmation. There we go. The Magician. It's funny because this status surge makes me think of the Magician. The Magician is number 1 in the major arcana. You're transforming yourself. Intuition, taking chances. Tapping in to that inner knowing. Your intuition is your direct line to your higher power, to all the good that wants to come in. The Magician is you understanding where you're holding yourself back and changing your attitudes, changing your beliefs. It's a process. Alchemy is a process. But there's so much magic in the process, and trusting them that the magic, it will work. The magician knows their craft, knows how to take chances, knows that the universe is going to bring in the blessings when it's time. And is, the arms are wide open. The hands are open. There's no constriction here. Going from this to this. I mean, these two figures look like the same person. So it's going from that constricted, closed off place to wide open, completely releasing all the things that aren't serving, and being connected to the higher power, to the cosmos, to the universe, whatever you want to call it. That there is, knowing your co-creative ability is, did I say that right? Understanding that there is a co-creation happening with your higher power, that is a part of your ability, that there is a giving and a receiving here. Okay. So then I'm gonna check out my Osho Zen cards. Going through healing all the different parts of yourself. And this healing allows your heart to open. This is you tapping into your intuition, tapping into your knowing and your understanding and your trust that the universe really does have your back. Getting yourself out of the poverty mindset, out of the lack mentality, into an understanding that there's so much abundance. Trouble with that word. So much abundance around you all the time. You just, you got to open the lid to receive it. Traveling. I mean, I don't know. This could involve literal traveling somewhere, to meet people, to be in situations where there is kind of a giving and a receiving, exchanging ideas, exchanging gifts of some form. But and maybe this traveling is a part of realizing, part of seeing the tangible results of what you're doing. Maybe someone's inviting you somewhere, offering you something that requires you to travel. But also, this card very much speaks to me about traveling within. That this light here is, it represents your intuition. It's knowing that you have to go on a journey to go from here to here. Going into the light, like it seems, I don't know, there's a feeling of like she's surrounded by the light, but she's closed off to it, and needing to use your intuition to, I mean, again, open to it. Like this, if you look here, her hands are yellow. It's like she's opened, and now she's realizing that she is the light. It's like you're journeying into the light and thinking that it's outside of yourself somehow, and then the magic happens when you realize it's all within you. You become the light. And the Lovers. I mean, it could literally be as you transform, as you change, then you open up to, you go from this to this, and it can bring in love in all forms. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's like, again, like this card makes me think of it being like a call to love yourself, because these two figures are almost identical and they both have the stars in their hair. This is transforming into someone who loves themselves. You really truly understanding your part in everything, and that you have the magic within you, that you are a part. Did I already say this? You're a part of everything. The stars in the hair, the stars here, we're all connected. And I mean, if we're talking about exchanging gifts, this could be getting to a place where maybe you've had trouble in relationships and there hasn't been an equal exchanging of gifts, that you've given too much in the past, or you've been on the receiving end a little too much. And this is coming to that place of balance, of understanding that as long as there's a flow, as long as both people are bringing something to the table and equally exchanging, that it can be really good. It can be something totally different than you've ever experienced before. The Magician, again, there's this alchemy, completely changing something. And it starts within you and then reflects outward. Being able to finally call someone in who matches you in a positive way. Embracing one another and sharing, again, sharing that energy, sharing your gifts. That's cool. Okay, yes, I'm gonna, lots of talking today. I don't know, I feel, it's funny because the last video I did that I said was for earth signs, I was feeling very, what's the word? Like riled up, really riled up. And I'm getting the same kind of feeling from this reading as well. Like you really need to let go, holding on way too tight, not letting things work for you. Because they will when you release. Individuality. I think this speaks to recognizing your specific awesomeness that nobody else has. That by showing up as yourself authentically and owning who you are, that allows you to expand, to grow, to morph. You're not trying to fit yourself into someone else's box. You're like, nope, I've got this. I am the light. You're here on the planet for a reason, and there's nobody like you. So own it. Yes. Music. This keeps coming up. I feel like music is a secret ingredient to helping you in this transformation process. Listening to music that inspires you, that lifts your spirit, that makes you feel like having a dance party in your living room. Like whatever music means to you. It could be the music within, but it's important. Tapping in and using that to your advantage. In spiritual career, I think yeah. The there's travel, there's status surge. Um, there is this transformation happening that is bringing you a clarity around your spirituality, around the bigger picture. Maybe you haven't been seeing the bigger picture, and now you are, having gone within and tapped in and understood that you are the light. That you're not just surrounded by it, you are it. Then that gives you the clarity you need to then turn around and help others and help them see that they are the light as well. So you've you have a big mission. You have big things going on, which is really exciting. And it all starts with you. It all starts with your own personal transformation, and then it's just gonna explode. Yes. Surge. Oh my God. It's exciting. It's amazing. Well done in advance if you haven't gotten there yet. I'm thinking you haven't, because this is where you're starting. Start to make your attitudes, your thoughts, all your habitual way of thinking. Change it, make it work for you. That is the key that moves you where you want to go, where you're supposed to go. You're meant to do big things. So own it. All right. Thank you so much. That's it for today. I appreciate you being here, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.